Oh man, this is gonna take a while. We have so much further to go. If you hadn't heard yet, we've set ourselves a thrift challenge to try and turn $200 into a trip around Australia, and we're calling it Trash to Travel.
The Trash to Travel challenge is all about turning people's unwanted items into a trip around Australia. We have to start with $200, buy items to sell on places like eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and let's be honest, pretty much anywhere we can, turn that stock into some more cash, reinvest, and save $30,000 to go on this trip around Australia.
In episode 1, we got our first few items listed and we even made a sale, which means we're starting episode 2 with $236.06 in the kitty. Before we dive into the Trash to Travel for this episode, Brad actually has a heavy sourcing day today. He's going to a DVD pickup and he's going to take you guys along.
Alright guys, before we get too deep into this video, we have a pretty heavy sourcing day today. So I have a couple pickups. One I'm heading to right now, so I'm going to take you guys along with us. I've actually got a DVD haul for about $600. Obviously I can't use that for this challenge because we don't have the cash in the bank, but I wanted to show you guys what we kind of get up to in a day in the warehouse now as well, because we are essentially managing everything from sourcing, listing, shipping, and it's definitely becoming pretty busy. So juggling all this stuff has definitely been a bit of a challenge lately. Obviously we're running 4 stores now until the end of this month. So saying that, we are looking to recruit a photographer pretty soon. We have a meeting next week, so hopefully that goes well. And maybe even an extra lister. So if that's something you guys might be interested in, leave us a comment below. And hopefully we can bring you on board to help us out going into the future. All right, we've got our cash. Now let's head to the deal. Knock, knock. Hello, how you doing?
That's what you're here for.
Yep, beautiful.
We're just scratching the surface at the minute.
Yeah, I bet.
We've actually found a pile more of the series.
Oh, okay. I do 750, so 6 and 150. All right, guys, we have an absolutely loaded car right now. Even next to me is loaded right up. Ended up spending $750 to $800 in the end. So there was a $600 deal to start with, which had a whole bunch of seasons in it. The reason I grabbed it is because there was a Heartbeat, there was also some Blue Healers in there, some Homeland. So I knew that those sort of 3 or 4 were gonna pay for the whole lot. And there's probably like 50 or 60 season sets in there. And then they found an extra bunch and we paid $150 for those, and then $50 for all this like random movie stuff. So $800 in. But I'm pretty sure we can make that back on 4 to 5 sets, let alone everything else. So very happy with that deal. We're gonna take this back to the warehouse and then get back into the Trash to Travel challenge.
Brad just bought all of this back from his DVD pickup and we are super lucky because they've actually bundled them together with string. So complete sets are just bundled together. And if they're missing anything, they even wrote it on there. How good is that? All right, we've done a super quick sort. On this side, we've got a lot of the series that are complete. They aren't missing anything. And then we also have over on these 2 benches the series that they've already bundled and sorted and told us what's missing. And there are some highlights in here. So we've got Heartbeat, which we are always on the lookout for. It's really nice to get that all in a big bundle. And we've got some incomplete series that are going to be really great once we find their friends to lot up with. Things like Blue Healers, which is only missing 1. Heartland, which we just need 13 to 16 for. Law and Order Special Victims Unit, we only need to find 1 to make it complete. Not to mention all this CSI Miami and New York, NCIS, All Saints, CSI. We've got our work cut out for us. We can't use today's DVD haul for the challenge though, because we spent too much and we didn't have that in the kitty for the challenge. But we did find some stuff earlier in the week, so check this out. Trash to Travel, episode 2.
Really nice pair of Kains right here. The sole was in good condition. Pair of Nano X1s or 11s. They were in pretty good condition and a really big size. We headed over to a New Savers and we also found this pair of Birkenstocks. I just found this Adidas Respect Me by Missy E. And $11. I think it should go for like 70 to 80. Okay, let's run through what we picked up for episode 2 of the Trash to Travel. We picked up this pair of Kains. We got all this stuff from Savers actually, which was really nice, and we did get 20% off. So these were originally $17.99, but we did get them for $14.40. Then we also picked up this really nice pair of Birkenstocks. We generally don't see them in this good a condition. They were $13.79, but with our 20% off, we got them for $11.05. These were probably one of the ones that I questioned. It is this Reebok Nanos. Now, the only reason I ended up grabbing these is because they're a massive size. They are a size 14. They were $17.99 on the sticker, but because we had the 20% off, we got them for $14.39. And the last item was this little Adidas by Missy E. This is a bit of a collab that actually sells quite well. So we picked this up for $11.79 full price, 20% off. We got it for $9.43. So we started this episode with $236.06, and after purchasing these extra items to list on our eBay store, we now have $186.79.
Since we listed those few items from Savers, we've actually had our second sale on the new eBay store, and it was that pair of Kain sandals that sold $49.95 plus post, which means I get to scratch the first bit off the scratch map. So with that sale, minus the fees and the shipping, the kitty stands at $229.88, which means we get to scratch about 30 kilometers off the scratch map.
Hey Siri, how far is Port Gawler?
Port Gawler, state of South Australia, is about 34 kilometres away by car.
Pretty close, pretty close.
That means with our little scratching tool, we can scratch about that much of the map. Oh man, this is gonna take a while. Look how little our first little scratch is, but we've made a start. I would say we've left Adelaide, but I'm not sure if we technically have yet. It's so small that I'm gonna put a sticky note on it so that you guys can see exactly how far we've made it. We have so much further to go. I do have a teaser for episode 3 though, and let's just say things are looking promising.
Jackets, and that's all the cats are all different years.
Yeah, no, very cool. Man, this was such a good deal.